Namaste, welcome to Homemaking 101. Today I'm super excited to share my pantry organization with you. It has been over 2 years since I last organized my pantry, and over the period of this long time, our eating habits have changed, and moreover, we were blessed with another kid. So, this pantry organization is not working for us anymore. So I will take you through the whole process of decluttering my pantry, then cleaning it, and finally organizing it. I will also talk about the different organizational systems which I used to suit my family needs. This can serve you as a guide to get you started and customize your pantry to fit your family's needs. So without wasting any time, let me take you to the pantry and give you a tour what it looks like before organizing. So this is my pantry closet. It is not very big, but still I do have a designated space, and you can see that it's not completely disorganized. I mean, it's divided into sections. I have categorized it, but still there are many areas which need a lot of attention. And let me give you the dimensions of the pantry. So each shelf is 27 inches wide by 14 inches deep. So let's check out each and every shelf, what they look like. So on the very top shelf, I'm keeping the stuff which I don't use on daily basis. On the left side, I'm keeping extra foils and storage bags. So I need to find some storage solution for those, and also wasting this space in the center. Now coming to the second shelf. So on the second shelf, I'm keeping a basket full of poppers, that is lentil flatbreads, and also some instant food. The problem is that the basket is overflowing. There is so much space at the back which is getting wasted as I can't reach the back. Now coming to the third shelf. So this is my breakfast shelf, and I need to find some big containers as I'm left with half of a packet which goes on the shelf itself. So coming to the next shelf, this is the shelf where we keep our snack containers. This system is working well as my family is a visual kind of family, but the problem area here is leftover snack packets and some extra ones. Now coming to the lower shelf, this basket has containers for nuts and dried fruit, but we only tend to eat from the containers which are visible. Nobody takes out the lower containers. Now let's talk about the next shelf. So this shelf was supposed to be kids snacks and juices and some other snacks, but all the stuff is lying here and there. So now coming to the last shelf, this has a basket with spice refills, which is a complete mess. And then there is a baking basket, which is again overflowing. And there are some candy packets and digestives lying here. Now coming to the floor level, this basket contains all the refill packets, but they are not organized properly and it takes a lot of time to find anything. So now the before tour is over, let's start the organization process. So the very first and foremost step in organizing the pantry that I follow is to make a list of all the categories and items in my stocked pantry, and also deciding the type of organization system needed for that category. So here I'm deciding whether I will use a deep basket or a bin, whether I will use a storage container or a turntable, depending upon my family needs. Once that list is ready, I measure the width and depth of shelves and also the height between each and every shelf, and then create a plan of my pantry, actually elevation. So my first goal is to maximize the available space. Next is to store the categorized items based on their frequency of use. Also, which kind of organization system to use depends upon the amount of item used in my family. After that, I will look at the products which I need that will make maximum use of available space. So once my closet plan is all done, I am ready to move forward. So my next step is to empty all the shelves in the pantry, and whenever I have to organize something, I always start from a blank canvas. If you really want to organize it and make it a functional one, take out everything, sort it out and get rid of the junk hiding in the back. Thankfully, in my case, there was not much stuff to purge. As I'm emptying everything out, I'm also categorizing the stuff. Not emptying out everything but making small changes here and there won't lead to fruitful planning. If you're new here, a warm welcome, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing for more such interesting videos, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so whenever I upload new videos you will get notification. So after emptying out all the pantry shelves, I'll spray my homemade all-purpose cleaner and then thoroughly wipe all the shelves. After cleaning all the pantry shelves thoroughly, I will now vacuum the floor. It's a good time to take out all the food particles stuck in the edges and in the corners. So now the pantry shelves and floor are clean. I'm ready to put the stuff back. So I'm using this type of organizer to put all of my extra foils and plastic wraps, storage bags, etc. which I don't need frequently. If you don't have built-in drawers or space for them in the pantry, then baskets are a great way of taking advantage of the area from front to back. They naturally bring the items from the back towards the front. So I did end up using a few things which I already had, like these snack containers, but the way they were organized has completely changed and it's working so well for us. Also, if you assign a specific spot for the items you buy, then there is no question where things go when it's time to unload your groceries. So I just found 2 bottles of mustard oil. So it's a great tip to consolidate duplicate items into one container or bag, and also avoid buying multiples of a product. These small stackable bins were used to hold kid juice packets, grab and go snack packets, canned food, and my daughter's snacks. I always like to open the packaged boxes of food, and this saves so much room. I just love these airtight clear canisters in the pantry. I have used them to keep our snacks. These OXO pop containers streamline things, give a visual inventory, and keep the snacks fresh. So I have come a long way, but still some stuff is left. So I'm left with some snack packets, then digestive bottles, then these spices to organize, then some candy packets and chocolates. This basket will hold extra snack items and will be kept at the upper level. Our son is not allowed to open a new snack packet until one snack container has been emptied. Hashtag it's mom's law. Remember that big bin which I used to store the refill packets was itself an unorganized space. So I divided these refill packets in 3 categories depending upon the location of the containers. So the 3 categories are over the door rack, kitchen cabinet, and miscellaneous. And to divide that big space, I'm using these three plastic bins. They are very lightweight, very easy to clean, and I already had them. So as you might have seen that my spices were not organized in a very efficient manner and I was having a great difficulty in accessing them. So now I'm going to use a filing type of system for organizing my spices, and this system is great as I do have a very limited space in my pantry. So let me put all the spices in the plastic bags and then I will show you how I'll file them. So I have divided the spices in the two bins. One is for all the spices in the spice rack which is on the countertop, and the next bin holds the spices in the kitchen cabinet. Once they are filed, I'm going to label these bags, which will make it very easy to access the spices. So now you can see the spices are organized, and if you want you can also line them in alphabetical order. So we have almost come to the end. So are you ready for the reveal? It feels so rewarding that what I created on paper has come to life and I am able to achieve beautiful yet functional result. So now let's take a closer look at how I organized each zone. At the top there was enough room to place a bin having paper napkins, paper plates and bowls, etc. It's pretty lightweight so no problem of accessing it. Next is some paper towels, and then in the left corner an organizer for all extra storage bags, wraps, foils, etc. Now the next shelf has two turntables. One holds all the oils and vinegar and the other one has miscellaneous stuff. This is one of my favorite ways to maximize shelf space and store contents within easy reach. Nothing is lost as they bring the stuff from back to the front, and it's so easy to access these bottles at higher shelves also. The next shelf holds these big baskets. They keep the items neat and contained and also prevent items lost in the back. These deep baskets fully made use of the deep shelves and the available vertical height. It's a very simple rule that I follow, that I only shop when the basket has space, which prevents me from overspending. In the center, there is a small bin having some candy packets which are now contained and will not create mess. I have also labeled each and everything so that each family member is on the same page. And if you are interested in making your own labels, I have already shared it. I will link the video in the description box below. Now coming to the next shelf. So the major part of the next shelf are these snack containers. I did not label these containers as the type of snack tend to change every week. I just washed the containers before refilling them with another snack. So next to snack containers, I decided to keep two canisters, one for instant oats and other for the rolled oats. And next to these canisters, I have kept a jar of chocolates. And now moving on to the next shelf. So this system of putting snack jars on double tiered Lazy Susan is so effective. We can easily see the contents of each and every jar and also access them. So here I have used labels at macro level like nuts and seeds and dried fruit, but not labeling the contents of each and every jar. So next to it are our cereal containers. I love this flip lock lid and I have labeled these containers for quick reference. And at the back I'm keeping extra packs of cereals and pasta, so that space is getting utilized. And also next to it I'm keeping canisters of pasta and spaghetti, and I always use rectangular containers to maximize the use of available space. Now moving on to the next shelf. This shelf holds these stackable bins which has juice packets, snacks, etc. This is perfect as kids can help themselves without messing up the whole pantry. These stackable bins effectively use the vertical height, and the container in the center holds the drinking straws. And I have labeled these bins for quick reference, so no chance of messing up. Now moving to the next shelf. So on this shelf I have kept my baking basket as it's very easy for me to grab it and go, and it contains all the baking supplies. And next to it is a small bin containing all the digestive jars. So next to it are stackable bins containing all the spices. It's very easy for me to just slide out the bin and take out the spice I need because of the labels, and they make use of the vertical height as they can stack and also the depth of the shelf. Now moving on to the floor level. So on the left hand side I'm keeping the oil bottles, and underneath the bottles I'm keeping a cardboard piece wrapped in contact paper so as to prevent the carpet from oil stains. This refill bin has turned out amazing after organizing it. I used 3 bins to divide the space, and I just labeled each bin, which makes it so easy to grab what I need. And these bins, they offer a lot of storage space and they are easily washable, so this system has worked out great. I'm happy that I'm able to use the space on the walls. On one side I'm hanging aprons and keeping a step stool for easy access of items, and on the next side a bag holder is fixed to the wall with screws. I'm also hanging a measuring cup as it is easy to measure out the dry goods stored in the door rack. And let's not forget this LED light. I have also utilized my door by hanging the over the door rack. The items in the door are items that I use daily for cooking like lentils and some other dry goods. And before ending this video, I want to give you a most important tip, that is to give a little TLC after some days to keep your pantry in good shape. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have something to say, do leave comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to Homemaking 101. And see you next time. Till then, have a nice day.